Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day. To be honest, the stock market is up. Palantir is up. I'm not having a great day. Earlier today, I was doing a live. I was covering Hunter Biden going into a space talking about FTX, and he just started shilling his NFTs. But whatever, this is not about his whack-ass NFTs. This is about what was just announced. Just now, Ukraine takes over Kherson. There's a G20 summit today. Russia starts attacking the shit out of Ukraine with airstrike missiles all over Ukraine, trying to black them out as Zelensky comes up with a peace plan. And the peace plan sounds very reasonable from Ukrainian side. Basically, get out of Ukraine, get out of all the annexed territories, leave us alone, let's sign documents, and we need reassurances, which means Russia would have to leave. Russia, in response, or maybe because of this, or it was already planned, starts bombing Ukraine. As I'm doing the live for Hunter Biden, I get a report that 2 of the missiles from the bombing of Ukraine supposedly hits Poland. As I'm investigating and the live changes, it turns out, yes, as per Associated Press, there are 2 missiles that came into Poland. Not confirmed it was from Russia or not, but that's what was happening during the live. Right now, more than ever, we are on the freaking edge. Why? There is something called Article 5 of Nato. If you attack one country, it's like an attack on all of us. So essentially, if you attack Poland, it's the same thing as attacking United States or Germany or any other of the NATO countries, which is really, really scary if you think about it. We are closer to the edge of war than we've ever been before. The first thing I did was buy a defense stock, an ETF called DFEN, and is highly leveraged, and I did a call. I did a call for approximately 1 month, and I think that the price of this stock is going to go up. Not financial advice. I'm just sharing my own personal play because this is a finance channel, and I have to correlate finance into what I'm reporting. Right now, more than ever, Palantir is needed. Right now, more than ever, there is a need for software. Right now, more than ever, there needs to be a need for nexus pairing and an ability to communicate across different domains, across different countries, in different languages, in different time frames, and have one absolute timing, one absolute coordinated plan. Right now, more than ever, Palantir is going to be one of the most useful softwares when it comes to governments, and there will most certainly be increased government spending. You can bet your bottom dollar. No matter what happens right now, there will be increased government spending. As per Bank of America, the estimated government spending will increase to $1 trillion by 2026. Currently, the United States spends $800 billion on military defense. This is more than all of the 9 countries behind it. So 10 countries, America's number 1, spends more than the other 9 right behind America. As Russia is showing weakness, Russian allies are not going to be as quick to defend them. This war was supposedly supposed to take a couple of days, couple of weeks. Well, undoubtedly, those couple of weeks is coming up on 1 year, right? It's going to be a year soon. This war is not ending anytime soon. And unfortunately, that might not be the best thing because as Russia is going to be backed into a corner, you're most dangerous, right? The lion or the wounded lion is most dangerous whereas he's backed into a corner where he has nothing else to lose. He might strike. Right now, there was an emergency meeting called by Poland, an emergency meeting with NATO counterparts. There's a lot of reports from countries that are showing support to Poland. Poland said that it's going to be running its emergency meeting, and after the meeting, they're going to let the public know what's going on. Now, this was in a very remote place in Poland, essentially farmland. It ended up killing 2 Polish citizens. Germany is supporting them. The United States is supporting them. And the rest of NATO is obviously supporting them. Now, there's not any crazy news coming out of outright support of Russia, which is very interesting. Russia, of course, is denying the attacks. And then the news is, and I'm sure that, well, I can't say I'm sure. I think, and the story is changing by the minute, I think that this was not a planned attack. I think this was definitely a by mistake attack. I think this was in response to the G20 and the call for peace and Russia trying to flex. Now, more than half of Ukraine is blacked out right now. They have no power. Russia mostly is using World War II technology. They're getting their ass whooped on the actual field. Now, I speak Russian and I hear, videos and I see videos, and of course I can't confirm 100% that this is accurate or truthful, but they seem hella real, where Russian soldiers are literally given a machine gun, 2 mags, and literally they start arguing with like the generals. They're like, yo, what the F? We're not getting no training. You guys are just sending us here. What's going on? I honestly think Russia is incapable of winning in modern warfare. I read you an article the other day where Ukraine is acknowledging that they are in fact working with Palantir. Besides for that, I've read you a couple of articles where Russia themselves are talking about a third-party American company that's giving satellite information to Ukraine. And that's why it's very hard to fight Ukraine. Because as the Russians move north, Ukraine's moving south. If there's 2 targets, west and east, well, Ukraine essentially knows if you attack east, you have a 50% probability of winning. But if you attack west, you have a 90% probability of winning, just to give you guys an example. And this is all due to Palantir. Military spending is going to increase. After what happened right now, military spending abroad just went up. Military spending from Nato just went up significantly. We are either on the verge of, or as close as we have ever been to a World War III. Probably one of the few things that's stopping a World War III is I don't think that Russia has full faith and full support of China. I honestly think China right now is like, hey, we don't know if Russia can win this war or not. So they're not giving them 100% support. China and America just met. Biden and Xi Jinping, they met. And people are hopeful. They said that this was a decent meeting. What's going to happen from here is, if this was a mistake, Russia loses support. If this was on purpose, Russia loses support. What do I mean by that? Their closest allies will condemn this. They must condemn this because all of a sudden there's missiles that are shot into this NATO country, Poland. So there's a few options. If it's confirmed that this did come from Russia, NATO can do nothing, but they're going to be perceived weak. NATO can initiate World War III, which is crazy. Or they might just do a no-fly zone. They might say, hey, this part of Ukraine is no-fly zone. Or they might shut down the entire Ukraine airspace and say, hey, if you go into Ukrainian airspace, we will attack. That's possible. Russia has no ability to win a war, in my non-professional opinion. And the only thing they can do is use nuclear weapons. And if they use nuclear weapons, God save us all, we're probably all done for. There will be no world. In a ground attack, they will not win. In open field warfare, they will not win. If you unleash our military might from the United States and fully unleash the powers of Palantir, God help all our enemies, because they're going to get shit lacked. Now, as this story is going to update, I'm going to try to give you as many updates as I can and give you the news. Palantir ended up the day positive 3%. It was positive for the day regardless of these events. However, it was positive around 2% and then ended up gaining positive 3% after this news. Guys, this is all I have right now. Russia bombards allegedly Ukraine. 2 missiles go into Poland. 2 people die in Poland. Poland is holding an emergency meeting with its counterparts. NATO is condemning and acknowledging that there was some sort of a missile attack. They're not 100% confirming that it is Russia, and they said that they are investigating it and they will act in kind. I read reports that Poland is scrambling fighter jets and that they're getting ready for something. Don't know what's going to happen. Russia denied it. China, no answer yet as of what I heard. Thank you very much. Please give me the likes. Please give me the shares. Please give me the subscribe. And as always, I appreciate all of you. Have a great day. God bless. And honestly, I've never felt so close to freaking global destruction and annihilation as I do right now. I don't want World War III. I don't want this shit popping off. I want this shit done so that we can all go back to work, worry about inflation that's starting to come down, and try to support our family. This shit is whack. War is whack. Let's move forward. This is freaking crazy. Have a great day.